actual video. YouTubers are known for faking stuff and putting out stuff that isn't real. This has been YouTube since YouTube started. So I went ahead and I put up a video that was talking about some very saucy stuff, and it started performing, and then I feel that your video helped propel it. The video isn't going to go viral. I already can tell that. It's at like 5,400 views. And part of it is to set the brand and to build a community the way that I want to build a community. I don't want weak, let me say it. I want people who will be committed to personal change. And if I can put up a video like that and I can get subscribers, I'm getting the right kind of subscribers. I'm getting the right kind of people that I want. And about a day after I put it up, I was like, Anton's going to make a live stream of this. And you sure did. I knew that.
So you capping so hard. You capping so hard, bro. You did not play chess and thinking that I was going to make a video of you. All right, Lee. So this is really what's going on.
Okay.
You know, and I'm glad that he's right here because you know me, I like to say stuff straight to people's face. The thing that really happened was he was clout chasing. Number one, right? He been clout chasing since the very, very beginning of me even noticing who he is. He's tagging me in videos.
I tagged you in one video. I tagged you in one video.
He's tagging me in videos. He's reaching out or whatever because I'm hot. I'm hotter than fish grease, and it just is what it is, and everybody know I'm hot, right? So he's tagging me in videos.
I did not reach out.
I didn't interrupt you one time.
Yeah.
I didn't interrupt you one time.
Yeah.
I want to reach through the screen and just grab that ugly, stupid big lips that he got. But I ain't interrupting one time, bro.
You're right that you didn't interrupt him. So he didn't interrupt you, Glendon. So let him talk. And then you can I'm going to give you a chance to respond, of course, right? But yeah, go ahead, Anton.
So he tagging me in videos. I don't even know who this guy is. Not even a little bit, right? I don't even know how he know me. I've been on YouTube for over 8 years. Apparently he's been on for even longer. Cool, whatever. He in his section, I'm in my section, right? So he tagging me in videos. So as usual, when people tag me in videos, I don't want to see what it is that they talking about. I don't disagree with what he's saying from a business perspective, right? He doing reactions, cool. I don't care. We all content creators. We all rock out. It is what it is, right? So then I do some research, and I don't necessarily agree with the way in which he go about living his life, but I didn't see anything crazy. And so my thing was I made a reaction video actually bigging him up, saying that, yo, I actually agree with him from a business perspective, and I don't argue with millionaires, right? He's a millionaire. I take his word for it, whatever. And I didn't do extensive research, but clearly he knows business, right? I'm objective in that. I'm able to separate the person from the content. You know what I'm saying? The sin from the sinner, whatever, figuratively speaking. So I'm like, okay, cool. He dope. You know what I'm saying? He knows what he's talking about from a business perspective. I actually align with some of the things that he's saying. It is what it is, right? And I said, okay, so I'm going to reach out to this guy because he had actually did some more reaction, or he mentioned me in some other stuff. He replied to the video where I got my corporate executive position and all of that other type of stuff, right? And so I said, okay, well, I'm going to reach out to him. But something just kept coming up every single time I went to go reach out to him. So, and this is the God's honest truth. So I'm praying, 2 days ago, something like that. I get up, I tell people what my routine is. I get up, I pray, meditate, talk to God, whatever, so on and so forth. And I go to reach out to him, and I look in my inbox, and I see a thing with a message that says Glendon Cameron at the top of it. And so I'm like, this must be a representative of his or whatever, but I was just going to reach out to him this morning. And so they sent me the video, and so I could go and check out the video, and I see it. And so the thing about it that I'm trying to make sense in my mind is, how is it a social media experiment when you in the second video, first of all, it's coming out of your mouth. One of the things that he said in his reaction video is, if I was Anton, or what Anton should have did was reach out to me and say, is it true? It's coming out of your mouth. If it was somebody that was accusing you of it, or it was an allegation, that's one thing. But if you're the one that's saying it and admitting to it and championing it and going to it in great detail, why wouldn't I assume that you're telling the truth? You see what I'm saying? So that's A. B, why would I even want a clout chase like that? Why would I want that type of attention? With great power comes great responsibility. And if we're supposed to use our platform to empower people, because one of the things and one of the reasons why I was reaching out to him to rock with him is because he was actually helping people from a business perspective. And that's who I align with. If I'm reaching out because you actually pouring into people, right? And he's watched my video. He knows that I rock with character, that I don't do business with everybody. I've always said that I only rock with people based off of, I only do business with people based off of having good character along with it. I've literally divested myself from looking at even race as a factor. It's only based off of good character. He says it out of his own mouth. In his follow-up video, he says it's true. He also admits to receiving pictures from a 15-year-old.
Yeah, let's go point by point, because I don't want to overwhelm you, but I see what you're saying. And to Glendon, to be honest, I had questions about the experiment thing too. It seems to me that people run experiments to find out knowledge, right? That's the purpose of an experiment. You have a question and you're trying to find an answer. And so, you'll run an experiment on gravity, let's say, but once you figure out how gravity works, you kind of move on. None of us need to run experiments on, if you drop a tennis ball, is it going to hit the ground? And so what was weird to me is that you were saying, on the one hand, that you were running experiments to kind of see what would happen, but it seems to me that the knowledge was already there. Now, let's just kind of break it down. You can say, well, I'm running experiments on one of two things, or maybe both. I'm running an experiment on how Anton will react, and I'm running an experiment on what will happen with the algorithm.
All right.
But let me just finish. And I want you to hear your response. If you're running an experiment on how Anton will react, to me that doesn't make sense at all, because everyone knows that based on your first video, Anton's going to flip, right? If you run an experiment on how the lead attorney is going to react, that's a question, right? Or if you run an experiment on how, Edward Anderson is going to react, that's a question. But everyone knows from the stance that Anton takes regarding righteousness, regarding religion, regarding premarital sex, right? Regarding even courting, everyone knows that if anybody's gonna flip, it's gonna be Anton. Like, there was no reason to run an experiment on that, because everyone knows how he was gonna react. And you said it multiple times in the second video that you knew how he was gonna react. So there's no reason to run, and we all know that Anton is not gonna accept anything really in that first video. If anybody's not gonna accept it, it's gonna be him. So you say, well, okay, I wasn't running the experiment on Anton because I already knew he was gonna flip. I'm running an experiment to see what's gonna happen on, how the algorithm is gonna react, right? But then again, if I run that experiment, I can run it because I had 1,000 subscribers in January, right? So I've got a few more now, but my trajectory on YouTube has not been that long. There are things that I'm still learning about YouTube. You, though, you've been on YouTube, I think you said 12 years. So there is no one who knows more about how your video is gonna cause more than you. Like, it's not an experiment if you know what's gonna happen at the end of the experiment. Do you see what I'm saying? So go ahead.
All right. First of all,
Mm-hmm.
Okay, no, I understand. First of all, I did not run an experiment on Anton. That was just like, after I dropped the video, I was like, because I was seeing how the moves Anton was making, I was like, he's gonna do a reaction video on that. And there was no experiment with Anton.
Okay.
That was just part of the mix. And actually, Anton's video elevated that video. And also, this whole thing is like, YouTube is really, really crazy. You can put out a video, and you can have an assumption how it's going to perform. But until you put that video out, you don't know how it's going to perform. And like I said, I've had people do 4-hour live streams about me, talking about me, and I was like, I'm going to try something a little risque. I'm going to put it out there, and I'm going to see. And the first few days, it really was nothing. I said, okay, this is going to die. And then it started. Anton did his video, and then a whole bunch of other people did their videos. And the video's not going to go viral. It's not going to happen. And so I would consider it a static experiment. It's not like super successful, because honestly, I thought there was going to be more blowback. I thought there was going to be more anger. I thought there was going to be more people with pitchforks coming after me. And actually, I feel that this is pretty much going to die out by next Friday, because that's the way it's trending. So that was one experiment, because one of the things I wanted to do with this new male content is just separate myself from everyone else, because there's a lot of male content channels out there. And I learned my
Let me
lesson.
just, not to interrupt you, but just to be clear, you're saying that you didn't know what would happen if you released a video as sensational as the video that you released. You've been on YouTube 12 years, but you're saying you didn't know what would happen, or you didn't know if you would get more views?
Yeah, because like I said, I put out videos that shocked me that did 100,000 views. And once again, like I said, my hopes was it would be more inflammatory, and it wasn't. So that's what I mean, because I was hoping that, I knew it would be, once again, I'm not surprised by the blowback. I'm not surprised by the responses, but I felt that there would be even bigger blowback. I felt there would be even a larger response, and that didn't happen. So that's why I said I ran an experiment. Yes, I had a feeling that this would get people upset, people would be mad, and people, it's polarizing. It's a very polarizing video. But I did not know to what extent it would go. And once again, it's not performing like I thought it would. And this is.
But why would you even want to do a video with me if you know who I am? If you know what I stand on, and you know what my morals and my character is, and you know how I move, why would you even be looking to do content with me in the first place?
Okay, first of all, I tagged you in one video. I did not reach out to you ever. I've not reached out to you ever. And also, that's a really good question, because you have a brand, and your brand is the antithesis of my brand. So there was not going to be any collaboration. I didn't reach out to you. I wasn't planning on reaching out to you.
So you've been capping in all of these videos up to this point. You literally kept saying, you know what, I got to reach out to Anton. I think we're going to do something together. Because you've said that in multiple videos after you tagged me in the video.
I tagged you once, and yes, I did say that. And then later on, I changed my mind, and I stopped doing that.
Oh my God, bro.
Seriously,
Glendon. Hold on, Lee. Seriously, Glendon. I mean, are we gonna be real? You know what I'm saying? Are we gonna be 100? You're not gonna say you was looking for clout, because in that video that you tagged me, you didn't just tag me. You tagged the lead attorney. You tagged a whole bunch of people. You was clout chasing. You was looking for more visibility from people that was hot at the time, and you was reaching.
Once again, I did tag you. I did tag the lead attorney. I tagged a few other people. And I was like, this ain't really working, and I stopped doing it. Have I tagged you in the video recently? No, I haven't.
Now let me ask
you. You just did a whole reaction video on me.
Because you did a video about me.
Not on this one. When I got the corporate executive position, you did a whole reaction video on me. The whole video was about me. What are you talking about?
That is true.
I did that video, and once again, my feelings changed.
Seriously, do you see why I say I have to pick and choose who I do business with, bro? Because it ain't even just about whether or not, we ain't even got to the thick of this, right? Because it was some bad stuff in that video. We ain't even got to the thick of it, on the real. But do you see why I say I have to vet people? Because he not even being honest in his clout chasing. Like, he not being honest in him reaching out. He not being honest in everything that he's doing. It's all cloaked in some kind of deviant behavior or some kind of underhanded move that he's trying to move in. I don't rock with these type of people, bro. I preach it on a regular basis that you gotta be careful who you do business with, because everybody that get money, his ability to get money, his talent, don't necessarily align with good character, bro.
Right.
It's so unfortunate that I'm just trying to be as respectful as possible.
And I appreciate that. And I appreciate both of y'all being so patient. I really do. And let me ask you this, Glendon, because this kind of comes up too, and Anton is hinting at it as well. This whole, we'll call it an experiment in making a very polarizing video. You have, I mean, to me, you have great, excellent content when it comes to business. And I can hear it. And you say stuff that I don't know all the time in your videos. Now, I'm not a businessman, right? But when I listen to your content, when I listen to Anton's content, I really learn. Also, you know, I could easily look up to you as a content creator because you have 100,000 subscribers. That's hard to get. And you might not know, but I'm trying to follow in the footsteps of our boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson. You know, we all rock with O'Shea, right? Yeah. And O'Shea put me on, and he set an example for me of helping other people come up. And so I've started, you know, helping other people with their YouTube channels. Do you think like this is the best way to grow a channel? Like why would you choose this way to launch your channel, to do such a polarizing way involving children? Well, why do you think that was a good way for all the young? We have a lot of young content creators in the chat who look up to both of you. Both of y'all are extremely strong YouTubers. And why is it this way involving children and kids? Why is it like this?
Once again, this is, you are relatively new to YouTube and you haven't seen the whole content. This isn't a radical departure from my older content. The only thing that was different was I dropped ages, and I've never done that before. I put out that type of content on YouTube for 10 years. So this isn't a radical departure from what I'm doing. I just threw a little extra wrinkle in it.
Yeah, I guess I'm not. You're saying this isn't any change from what I've done in the past. And I'm not saying that it's. I'm not saying.
All right, guys, I'll link the full video below this.
I'm talking about